In 1970, a cardiac surgeon named Dr. Lloyd Rudy pronounced a man dead. The heart-lung machine was shut off. The medical staff started cleaning up the operating room. 20 minutes passed. Suddenly, the flatline monitor showed a faint heartbeat. They rushed to revive the patient, and he survived. But it wasn't the miraculous recovery that shook Dr. Rudy. Days later, the patient described exactly what happened while he was dead. He said he floated above the room. He perfectly described the staff's movements and even read specific post-it note messages that nurses had stuck to the monitor. The impossible part? Those notes were written after his heart stopped. How did a dead man see them? Skeptics say near-death experiences are just the dying brain hallucinating. But if that is true, why does everyone hallucinate the exact same thing? Vicky Omeg was blind from birth. She had never seen a single thing in her life. Yet, when she was clinically dead for 4 minutes, she vividly described the medical equipment and the moment doctors cut her hair. Dr. Melvin Morse, a pediatrician, studied children who flatlined, kids far too young to have learned cultural ideas about heaven. They drew the exact same sequences as adults. Across thousands of documented cases, regardless of culture, age, or beliefs, the experience always unfolds in 5 distinct stages. The first stage is separation. The pain suddenly vanishes. People report hovering above their own bodies. The senses don't fade. They sharpen into high definition. They can see the entire room at once. No blind spots. Then, the room fades away, and a gentle pull begins. This leads to the second stage, the passage. Individuals describe moving at immense speed through a vast, frictionless darkness. In the distance, a pinpoint of light appears. As they get closer, they realize this light isn't just a physical glow. It is alive. It radiates an overwhelming, unconditional love that feels like it might burst them open. The third stage is the encounter. Figures begin to emerge from the radiant light. Sometimes it is family members who passed away years ago, looking whole and healthy. Sometimes it is unknown, ancient guardians. Communication happens instantly, without spoken words. Thoughts are simply exchanged and understood. In this stage there is a quiet, undeniable certainty. It does not feel like dying. It feels like arriving home. They realize they were never truly alone. Then comes the fourth stage, the life review. People don't just watch their memories play back like a movie, they feel them from every perspective simultaneously. If someone insulted a friend in high school, they experience the exact humiliation that burned in their friend's chest. If they smiled at a depressed stranger on the street, they feel the exact wave of hope that pulled that stranger back from the edge. Nothing is small. Every ripple of connection is revealed. The painful moments are not judged or condemned by a higher power, they are simply understood. People see the hidden pain behind the actions of their enemies, and they understand their own unhealed wounds. Finally, the fifth stage, the boundary. Awareness widens, and people notice an edge, a river, a gate, or simply a line. There is a deep certainty that crossing it means never returning. The peace on this side is stronger than anything experienced in life. But for those who come back, the return is sudden. In a split second, they are pulled back into the physical body. It feels heavy and cold, like putting on wet clothes. Gravity and pain rush back. For decades, science has assumed the brain creates consciousness. But what if it doesn't? What if the brain merely filters it, narrowing a massive, universal awareness down to a single physical body for survival? Whatever happens at the moment the heart stops, the pattern remains undeniable. Death may not be an end, but simply a return to something much larger.